In courtrooms across southeast Louisiana for decades. We're talking about a local defense attorney, David Courcelle. He could soon be leading the very office that once stood across from him.
And as Rob Masson reports, some say it's unusual for a career defender to become the U.S. attorney.
He has been a fixture in local courtrooms for decades.
At this point, Mr. Weidenbacher wants to get this behind him and move on with his future.
Now defense attorney and parish attorney for Jefferson Parish, David Courcelle, has been nominated to be the next U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Louisiana. A former U.S. attorney who served under the first President Bush says Courcelle has received the honor of a lifetime.
I expect him to be feeling is a touching moment for both he and his family, a sense of challenge for taking on those responsibilities.
David Courcelle has been practicing law for more than 20 years and once served as Harahan City Attorney under the late Mayor Vinnie Mosca, an attorney who was somewhat of a mentor.
Well, he certainly is a well-known figure in legal circles in New Orleans.
Harry Rosenberg, who served for 3 years as U.S. Attorney in the early 1990s, says Courcelle is well-suited.
David is somebody who is going to be working nonstop, and he is going to be interacting well, I think, with staff, the current assistant U.S. attorneys, and the courts, public defenders, the public.
Though he'll manage a staff of more than 70 assistant U.S. attorneys, Courcelle has little experience as a prosecutor.
It is unusual to have a veteran, lifelong criminal defense lawyer appointed to be the chief prosecutor in a district. It's certainly not unprecedented.
If David Courcelle is ultimately confirmed by the U.S. Senate, he'll be taking over a U.S. Attorney's office that's had a number of active leaders over the years, taking down everyone from corrupt politicians to mafia bosses.
Once the federal government lands on those people, and there are more than you'd expect, that shuts it down.
U.S. attorneys are picked to carry out a president's agenda, and the focus of the office appears to have already shifted to immigration cases.
They were public corruption cases, but I don't think we're going to see too many of those, at least based upon what we hear to be the priorities coming from Washington, D.C.
If David Courcelle ultimately wins Senate confirmation, former U.S. Attorney Rosenberg predicts Courcelle will have a successful tenure as U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District. Rob Masson, Fox 8 Local First.